Hey, tech enthusiasts, welcome back to Intruder Security. Today, we're going to dive into the installation of Arch Linux on VirtualBox. If you're ready to roll up your sleeves and customize your Linux experience from the ground up, you're in the right place. But before we get started, let me introduce you to our new memberships of our channel. The first one is White Hat membership at minimal cost to get loyalty badges, priority reply, and much more. The second one is the Gray Hat membership. It involves early access to videos, access members-only videos, and much more benefits. The last one is Black Hat membership. It involves one-on-one mentorship for your ethical hacking career along with connecting me on social medias personally. If you are interested, do join our channel and experience benefits. Let's now get back to our video. Arch Linux is one of the best Linux, which is lightweight and easy to learn. The only difficulty you will encounter while installing is it does not support GUI. So without wasting much time, let's start installing Arch Linux. The two things we need first to install Arch Linux is VirtualBox and the ISO image of Arch Linux. We already have a video on how to install VirtualBox in Windows. Please refer that video to install VirtualBox. Now we need the ISO file. To do so, head to a browser, Firefox or Chrome as per your wish, and then search for Arch Linux. Click on the first link to open up the official website of Arch Linux. Now navigate to Download section from the right top corner of the website. Now you will have the multiple options to download the ISO file of Arch Linux. If you are using torrent, you can download the ISO file from here. To normally download the ISO file, scroll down and click on the link below Worldwide. The direct link to this downloading site is also given in the description box. Now click on the second file from here, ensure the extension is .iso. Your download will begin in few minutes. The ISO file is almost of 800 megabytes and will take time. Wait till it gets downloaded. Okay, so I have my ISO file downloaded and the VirtualBox started. Let's start the installation of Arch Linux. To do so, click on the New button inside the VirtualBox. It will ask you for some description of your machine. First, give your machine a name. Let it be Arch Linux. Then from below, select the ISO file which you have downloaded earlier. Keep the rest of the settings same and click on Next. Now it is asking for the amount of RAM and processors you want to give to your machine. I recommend you to give 2 GB RAM and 2 processors. Once done, click on Next. Now it will ask you to create a virtual hard disk. To do so, specify the amount of space you want to give to your machine. I recommend you to give 20 GB of RAM. Now, click on Next. Here is the overall summary of the machine you have created. Click on Finish. Now we are ready to start our machine. Click on Start button on the VirtualBox to start the machine. This will boot your machine in few seconds. Once you enter into the bootloader options, select the first option to continue. Now the Arch Linux will make some checks and you will enter into the command line interface of Linux. Wait for it to occur. So we are into the command line. To install the Arch Linux, enter the following command. Arch install. Remember, there is no space in between the command. Wait for a few minutes. It will check the connectivity to the server. Ensure you are connected to the internet on your host machine. Now carefully watch all the steps and do the same in your machine. Use the arrow keys and enter into the second option, Mirrors. Now from here, enter into the mirror region. Now select the region of your choice or the region where you live in. I will select India. Use space or tab to select an option. Once selected, hit Enter button. Now again use the arrow keys and select Back option. The next thing we need to do is edit the disk configuration. Enter into the disk configuration settings. Now if you want manual partition, you can go for manual partition. But if you are a beginner, then go for use a best effort default partition layout. Now select the hard disk which has more space. Now select a file partition type. I will go with the ext4. So we have completed the disk configuration. The next thing we have to do is add root password. To do so, go down and select the root password. Now enter a password you want. Remember, you won't see the letters you are typing, just type the password and hit enter. Now again type the same password to confirm. Okay, so we have also added a root password. Now we need to add a user to our Linux system. Select User Account option. Enter into the Add User option. Give your user a username. Now type the password of the user, and then again type the same password to confirm it. It is asking if I want my user to be a super user. It depends on you. I will go with the default settings. You can see we have successfully created a user. Now go down and select Confirm and Exit. Now we need to select the desktop environment. To do so, go to Profile, select Type, use Desktop, and now select the desktop environment of your wish. I love using GNOME desktop environment and will continue with the same. Go back. Now we need to set up the audio server. Enter into the settings. Use the audio device of your choice. We have done all the settings which were required to start the installation process. Go down and hit Enter on the Install option to continue installation process. It will show you all the summary of the options we have done. Just hit Enter. Now it will automatically download and install all the required packages. This step will take time. Take a cup of coffee and relax. Once the installation is finished, you will end up here. Use No option and continue. If you have followed the steps correctly, you will see this. Installation finished with no errors. Now it's time to reboot and enter into our Arch Linux. Use Reboot command to restart your Arch Linux. Wait till your device gets restarted. Log in with the password you entered while creating new user. So, we have successfully downloaded and installed Arch Linux in VirtualBox. If you found this guide helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what other Linux tutorials you'd like to see. Until then, happy arching!